is high. Deuces are low. Call it right and win the dough on Card Shark. And now, the host of Card Shark, Mr. Cecil
Welcome everybody to this edition of Card Sharks. It's great to have everybody back for another week here. Getting close to the end of our season here, second season of Card Sharks, by the way. We got a champ who's got, 2 wins under his gun. He was actually the interim champion. Then he became the overall champion last week. He picked up some good money as well. So we're going to meet him and the challenger right now. First off is, of course, our champion, Zach Dietrichs. How you doing, Zach? Or Derek's.
Oh,
Let's call you Dietrichs for some reason, but it's Derek's, right?
Yeah, Jason, I get that all the time from people, and I've even had people say to me, "Dereky." So.
Dereky? Oh, but Dietrichs, because I remember Dietrichs from Dietrich from Barney Miller. That's where I remember Dietrichs from. You got yourself so far, Zach, in 2 games, 2 wins so far, $2,650, and hope you're ready to battle it out for another chance to go on for your 3rd win.
Yeah, thank you, Jason.
All right, we wish you the best of luck. And meeting our challenger for the first time, this is Matthew. How you doing, Matthew?
Doing good.
All right, and I'm fantastic. Tell us about yourself, please.
Well, I'm from Hawaii. I'm a college graduate looking for work in Hawaii sports, but trying to make it on YouTube in the meantime with games like this, or just also uploading shots from my local college basketball team. The season just concluded recently with a loss to UC Davis in the Big West tournament, 68-65, and their season is officially over. The Rainbow Warriors at 20-14, but still was a great season overall.
That is fantastic. Yeah. Well, the run comes to an end, but fortunately, you had a great season overall. 2014. You can't be disappointed with that kind of a record. You know, you gave it your best. You come back next year and you do it all over again. I was meaning to ask you which of the islands do you reside on?
I live on Oahu.
Oahu. All right. So I hear the weather is really good over there right now.
Yep, so far it is.
Okay, well, that's great. Were you ready to play?
You bet.
Okay, good luck to both of you here. Let me explain the rules of Card Sharks to any new viewers. The players have shuffled and cut the cards, okay, prior to the show going on. Each player has their own deck of 52 playing cards. And, of course, Zach, you are the champ. You'll play the red cards. Matthew, you're going to be on the bottom playing the blue cards. And, of course, first to win 2 games out of 3 goes on for a chance at big money. $32,000 is what we're looking at, okay? All right, we start, of course, with a survey question, and this time we go to Zach for this particular question. Here's your first one, Zach. We found 100 women on a diet and asked them, have you ever gained so much weight that your rings wouldn't fit on your fingers? How many women dieters said that they gained so much weight that their rings would not fit on their fingers?
35.
Wow, you say 35. He's quick to jump on that one. Okay. Zach says 100 women dieters have gained so much weight that their rings would not fit on their fingers. Matthew, higher or lower?
Well, I would think that they would gain some weight, but I don't think that they would gain that much weight. It's got to be lower.
You say lower, okay? And if you're right, you'll play your cards first. If not, Zach will play his. The actual number of these women dieters who said they gained so much weight that their rings did not fit on their fingers anymore is 27. You got it, Matthew. Yeah. All right. Okay, Matthew, let's take a look at your card. You have a 5. Play it or change it.
Ooh, let's change it.
Okay, changing the 5 to become a 9. Ooh, not a good change.
Well, let's try lower.
Is it lower? No, it's not. Break on that one, and now we go to Zach. All right, you got a king.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that card.
Okay, well, you couldn't change it anyways, but that's all right. That's okay. What do you say?
I'm gonna say higher.
You're going to say higher. Okay, going against the odds. The only thing that can get you is the ace. And no, unfortunately, you're wrong. It's the king is almost the second highest card in the deck there, Zach. And you lose that. So
Okay, again, I got confused. I got to go around. All right.
Yeah. Aces and kings are like the first and second highest cards. All right, nobody advanced on that one. So we go to the second question. This one goes to you, Matthew. We asked 100 people, do you hold a grudge? How many of these people said that they do hold a grudge? Oh, boy.
Who doesn't hold a grudge? If it could be over the minuscule things, and some of which are pretty much kind of laughable. So I don't know if that's going to be that high. I'm going to say 44.
44.
44.
Okay.
44. Yep.
He says 44 out of 100 people do hold a grudge. What do you say, Zach? Higher or lower?
Like the Matthew said, a lot of people can hold grudges. So I'm going to say higher in this one.
You say higher? Okay, he says higher. Well, the actual number of these people who do hold a grudge is 45. You got it by one. $500 bonus. Ugh. But Zach has control of the cards, and he's looking at a king.
Wow, I'm shocked. I'm going to keep it.
Yep.
Lower.
Is it lower? Yes, it is. A jack. Okay.
Higher.
You say higher than the jack. Is it?
Ooh.
No,
Nope.
he's going against the odds, and that takes him back to the king. Okay, Matthew, you have control with the 9. You cannot change it.
Yep, that's the unfortunate part, but I'll say lower.
Is it lower? Yes, it is. A 5.
I'll freeze.
Okay, we move over the freeze bar for Matthew, and he protects that position. He needs 3 cards for the first game of the match. We go back to you, Zach, for this question. A man on the street went to the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., where he stood outside a door which was clearly labeled push. So of the first 100 people to walk through the door, how many pulled instead of pushed? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay. How many pulled instead of pushed?
Wow. Taking too literal there. 50.
You're going to say right down the middle with 50, okay? Matthew, he says 50 out of 100 people pulled instead of pushed when the door was clearly marked push. What do you say, higher or lower?
I don't think people are that dumb. I'm going to say lower.
I'm going to say lower, okay? The actual number of these 100 people that actually pulled instead of pushed is 37. You got it, Matthew. Yes. Yeah. Well, I tell you, maybe there are some dumb people out there, but maybe not enough dumb people out there, but who knows? I have no idea. Matthew, you got a 5. You can, of course, change it if you want to.
Oh, let's change it.
Okay, changing the 5 to become a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, higher.
Higher than the 2. It's a king.
Lower.
Yes.
Ooh, I'll freeze.
All right, he's going to move over the freeze bar there. Now he needs 1 card to try to win the game number 1. And now we go to sudden death, guys. So someone must win on the next play of the cards. Control is very important. Matthew, here's your question. We asked 100 men, do you have the same first name as your father? How many of these 100 men said yes, they do?
That's an interesting thing because I have heard of. In fact, there's somebody on one of my dad's friends who has a kid of his own, who has like 2 or 3 of his own, and his son is the same first name, called Ryan Jr. And I don't think that's think it's not unheard of. So I'm going to, but still, I think it might be maybe around the middle. I'm gonna say 47.
47 out of 100 men say they have the same first name as their father. Zach, higher or lower than 47?
Lower.
Say lower. Okay, this is going to decide who gets control of the cards in sudden death. The action number of these men who have the same name as their father is 10. You got it, Zach. Yes. All right. Okay, you have a couple decisions to make here, Zach. You can, of course, keep the king or change it and try to turn over 4 cards. But if you goof at any time, Matthew wins the first game. Or you can pass it down to Matthew. He cannot change the 10. And if he goofs, you win game number 1. What do you want to do? Play it or pass it?
I'm gonna play.
You're going to play. Okay.
I'll change
Alright.
the.
You want to change it or not?
Yeah, I want to change it.
Oh, he's changing the king. Okay.
Wow.
He gets a 2.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
oh,
Higher.
Higher than the 2. 3. Yes.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. A 5.
Higher.
Is it higher? No, it's not. And Matthew wins game number 1. Oh. Tough break trying to get 4 in a row there, but could not do it. And Matthew has the first game, so let's clear the board and set up for game number 2. And Matthew is $100 in the till for his game. And Zach, so you must tie it up now in order to take it to the tiebreaker. All right, let's start game number 2 here. And this question's for you, Zach.
Okay.
Zach, we found 100 department store clerks who work at the gift return desk and asked them, has a customer ever returned an article of clothing and sworn she had never worn it when you could tell she really had? Said that has happened to them. Whoa. Ooh. Oh boy.
don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah. So Zach, how many of these department store clerks said they noticed that the customer actually worn it when they were trying to return it?
30.
He says 30 out of 100. Okay. No, put the 30 on Zach's side there, David.
Yeah. Yep. Other side, David.
There you go.
30.
Okay.
Thank you.
Matthew,
Okay.
he says 30 out of 100 store clerks said that's happened to them with the trying to return the clothing when they wore it, but they didn't wear it. But the customer said they didn't wear it, but the clerk knew that they did. Higher or lower than 30?
Oh boy, people, don't try this at home because really, you ain't gonna get away with it. But frankly, a lot of people do try it, but I think a lot of people are still pretty honest. So despite that, I think it's just a little bit lower.
Say a little lower. Okay. Well, the action number of these store clerks that has happened to them is 91.
Oh my!
Has control of the cards. Wow. Almost only 9 would not notice that. Okay, Zach, you need this game to turn it up. 6 is your card. Later, change it.
Before I continue, that's a very high number, Jason. Wow, that's high. Wow.
It's high, but what? Well, that's true in a way. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say higher.
Higher than the 6. No, it's a 2, and back to the base card you go. Sorry about that. All right, Matthew, your base card is a 3.
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna go higher.
Higher than the 3. A queen, yes.
Lower.
Lower, yes. So Jack.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna say lower.
Lower than the Jack. No.
Ah!
He comes back to bite him, and he goes back to the base card, and no one could advance on that play there. All right, we go to question 2, and this one goes to Matthew. Okay, Matthew, we served 100 people who work, and we asked them, have you ever deliberately stayed late at work just to impress your boss? How many people admitted they've done that?
Right. I don't know. A lot of people might try that. Some people have good reason to stay late. And I think I'm going to say 58 of them. 58.
Okay.
5-8.
Matthew says, okay, 58 out of 100 people deliberately stayed at work late just to impress their boss. What do you say, Zach? Higher or lower?
I'm gonna say lower than 20 for working late.
Gonna go lower. Okay. The actual number of these people who deliberately stayed late at work just to impress their boss is 41. You got it, Zach. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. You have a 6. You can, of course, change it. You have control.
Change.
Okay. He's changing the 6 to become an 8. Ooh.
Lower. Oh,
What
bless you.
do you say?
I said lower.
Lower than the 8? No,
Oh.
it's a 9. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Matthew, got a free chance at the 3.
Higher.
Higher? Yes, a 9.
Freeze.
Okay, we'll move over the freeze bar there, and now he needs 3 cards to try to become the new champion. So now we go to Zach for this question. Hey, Zach, we asked 100 people who own dogs. Is your dog so smart that you have to spell certain words when he's around? How many dogs said yes? It makes you wonder about that one, doesn't it, folks? I don't own a dog, so I wouldn't know, but I know there's some dog owners out there that would think that. But
I
Zach,
don't own a dog either, and I don't want one.
All
Funny.
right.
Matthew.
What's your guess on this question here, Zach?
14.
Says 14 out of 100 dog owners say their dog is so smart that they have to spell certain words when he's around. What do you say, Matt? Higher or lower?
Well, like I said, I don't own a dog, and I don't want one. But I don't know if I don't know. I know a dog is one of the smarter animals. I don't know about it being smarter than a monkey though, or a monkey or an ape. But still, I think it's gonna be a little higher.
Higher than that, okay. Well, the actual number of these people who own dogs that say their dog is so smart that they got to spell certain words out when he's around is 31. You got it, Matthew. Yeah. Okay, you're looking at that 9, Matthew.
Change it.
Okay, you're changing the 9 to become. Oh, we thought it was an ace. Oh,
Yeah, lower.
lower than the ace. 7. Ooh.
Ugh, freeze again.
All right, now we go to sudden death this time again, gentlemen, and it's Matthew needs 2 cards. Zach needs 4 again. This is going to decide who's going to get control. All right, we go to the 4th question, and it goes to you, Zach. I'm sorry, it goes to Matt. I'm sorry, Matt.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry about that. Matthew, we asked 100 married women. Does your husband have any photos of you that are so embarrassing you'd like to tear them up? Women said that their husband does have photos like that. Oh my goodness. It's an embarrassing
Well,
one.
if they don't like it and the husband likes it, OMG, that's gonna be a nightmare.
Right.
And I feel sorry for those people who do, regardless of the answer. But frankly, if they got a good laugh out of it, that's their prerogative.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I would say 20.
20. All right. Okay. He says 20 out of 100 married women say their husband has an embarrassing photo of them that they'd like to tear it up. Zach, higher or lower?
Higher.
You say higher. Okay. This is going to decide control of the board. The actual number of these married women who say that their husband has an embarrassing photo of them they'd like to tear up is 30. And you got it, Zach. Okay. Now, you know what you're up against. You have to turn over the 4 cards. You can, of course, change the 8 and play it out, or you can pass it to Matthew. He must play off the 7, and if he goofs, you win the game and tie it up. What do you want to do? Play or pass?
Play.
You're going to play. Okay, you can change the 8 now that you have won control.
Change.
Okay, we're changing the 8 to become a 7. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Lower.
He says lower. No, it's not. And Matthew is the new champion.
Yeah, baby.
Congratulations.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations on that one, Matthew. $200 in the game. You're playing for $32,000 in just a minute. Zach, hey, you're leaving us with 2 wins under your belt at $2,650. And thank you for playing Card Sharks. It's been great.
Thank you.
All right, we come back. He's going for $32,000. Can Matthew do it? We'll see what happens right after this.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
I'd like
Big Mac Value Pack. Make it 2, please.
Hey, what's that?
It's their new value pack, see? You get a large Coke, a Big Mac, and a supersized fry with 30% more. All for just $2.59.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, easy to handle. And did you know this great offer for Big Mac Value Pack is for a limited time only?
I didn't know that.
I know, that's why I'm Gertzos and your son.
How'd you like to be a contestant here on the David 3000 Network? There are 2 ways you can do it. First, you can drop us a line in the comment section down below saying you want to be a contestant and we will reach out to you and get you further information. Or you can message Jason DeCanio or David St. Dennis directly on Facebook and they will give you the information you need so you can be the next big winner right here on the David 3000 Network. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, welcome back. Excuse me there. And we're here with our new champion, Matthew. You have $200. Congratulations on winning the championship. And now, ready to play for $32,000. You ready?
You bet I am.
All right, let's set up the board here. You know how it's played. But for any new viewers, he gets $200. And if he can go all the way up and double, he'll this time win $32,000. Okay, you got $200 to start. Let's see your base card for this bottom level. It is a jack. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go $100 lower.
All right, $100. Is it lower than the jack? No, it's a king, but you have $100 and still in it.
Yep, let's go for the whole kit and caboodle lower.
All right, is it lower? Yes, for $200 back. Okay, now you have a 4. Good card.
Let's go for all of it higher.
All of it higher than the 4? Yes, another king.
All right.
$200 now, up to the second level. And what do you want to do with the king?
Let's keep the king. Let's go for $800 lower.
Trying to double it to $1,600. Is it lower? You got it. Yes, for the 10.
Okay. Let's change it with 2.
Okay, going to change the 10 with number 2, and the 10 becomes another king. Look at that.
Yes.
3 kings up there. We're 3 kings of Orient. Yes.
Yeah. $1,600 lower.
$1,500 lower than the king.
$1,600.
I'm sorry, $1,600. Oh, all the lower. You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You have $3,200 and a good card with the 5.
Okay. I'm feeling pretty good. $2,800 higher.
$2,800. Is it higher than the 5? You got it! Yes! $1,000 and up goes the queen. And now, first off question, do you want to keep it?
I do.
Okay, now you must bet at least $3,000. You can, of course, bet more. What's your big bet for the queen?
6 dimes lower. In the words of James Holzhauer.
We don't see any aces, but 3 kings out already. 1 more king out. If you're right, is it lower for $12,000? No! It's but you still got $6,000 there, Matt.
Oh, wow.
Prior winnings, you got $6,200, and you are still the champion. Was a great play, just a terrible card to come up at that time.
Yeah.
But I was so excited, I thought it was going to be a jack, and you would have had $12,000. But
yeah,
$6,200, nothing to sneeze at. And of course, you'll be back next week to defend that title on the season finale of Card Sharks. We'll see you next time for then. Jason DeCanio saying bye-bye.
Some contestants may receive Canada Dry, the name that means refreshment with a special sparkle beverage for every taste. Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Dolphins and Friends bite-sized crackers. They have a cheddar cheese taste as big as the ocean. For a wholesome snack anytime, try Dolphins and Friends bite-sized cheddar cheese crackers. Ragu's Pizza Quick Kit. Everything you need for pizzeria good pizza at home. Open up Ragu's Pizza Quick Kit and open your own pizzeria. 20 Mule Clean Borax, a natural for cleaning and freshening all the family wash. 20 Mule Clean Borax. 144 square feet of Clean Coat peeling stick floor tile. Easy to apply because the adhesive is on the back. Clean Coat peeling stick floor tile, available in distinctive decorator styles. And a gift certificate from Hanukkah Schlemmer. Shop from our catalog or redeem from our store in New York City. Furnished by Hanukkah Schlemmer. This is Jason Kelly, speaking for Card Sharks, a David 3000 Network presentation.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Gary Dawson Network for more great content like this one.